turn this up because I think I turned it down the last time I played raids and stuff. But hello everyone, to people just joining, to people watching things back, whether it's here on Twitch or on YouTube, depending on when you're watching this. Hello, welcome to another stream. And it hasn't been too long since I last streamed Destiny 2, but welcome back to another Destiny 2 stream. New season slash episode started yesterday, and if anyone remembers from the stream I did a little while back, I was doing like triumph hunting for this title for the last episode slash season. I did get that in the end in my own spare time, so I was happy with that. But yeah, new episode started yesterday, new activities, new loot, new stuff happening, as well as a new dungeon being released on Friday, and that itself comes with its own contest mode, much like the day one raid races and whatnot. So, like a day one dungeon race, I suppose. I'm considering doing that. I'm not too sure, not 100% certain whether or not I will do, actually run that on the day, but it wouldn't hurt to prep just in case I actually do that. So, that's part of what I'm wanting to do today. The other part is just generally running around like a gremlin and doing some funny things. Just, you know, just getting some stuff done, getting some gear, getting what we need, if and where possible. So, okay, so, in terms of what I'm going to do, I mean, I'm probably eventually going to dive into the episode activity because there's a pinnacle drop there, and also I may as well do that because, you know, new episode stuff, new activity, and I may as well do it for the people who haven't seen it or don't play D2 and may be interested. I'm not too sure. But, there's that. I also got a very decent, funny little drop from it yesterday, which was a fully masterworked version of the, one of the new weapons they added this season. And it's another grenade launcher, much like this one that I've been using, the one I was using the last time I streamed D2. Slice and hatchling, slice and tear. I don't know which of these is better. I'm not sure on a lot of, like, all the perks for the new weapons they added, because, you know, it only started yesterday. I don't know what works best and what doesn't work best, so... I will say I will take this, and I will take this. And, let me think. Bolt Charge, King's Vestige. Blinding Burst from arc damage. I'll just take Dielectric for now. And then, you know, reset things when I feel like this isn't working. Anyway, with new episode came some slight changes to some, like, new additions to some of the subclass kits for each of the classes. The Warlock Arc subclass got a new aspect that gives them another little turret, which is pretty fucking sick. I haven't made a build for that yet, because I'm not too sure the proper way I would build for that. I'm gonna level with people in chat and people watching things back. I've never been particularly good at it, though I really should probably put more of my thoughts into doing that in some way. But, yes. We will be getting on with getting good gear because the new dungeon releases on Friday, and while I am above the recommended power for it, it wouldn't hurt to go along and get some things in prep for it, like, say, different weapons or a different build that may actually benefit me in the long run. Especially considering the fact that the last time they made a contest mode dungeon, which was literally the previous episode, start of the previous episode, I was woefully unprepared for it. So, I'm gonna do what I can if I do end up running it. So, yeah, that's better than nothing, in my opinion. I'm heading to the tower first, because I need to check the postmaster. It's most likely full of stuff from running the new episode activity yesterday, because I was running it a bunch, trying to, you know, get some bits and level up the rest. And yeah, no, there's a whole... Oh, wait, that's... a new... That's a Suros weapon. That was added as a world drop, I guess. But yeah, there's so many instances of, like, the new episode weapons that have already dropped for me doing that stuff, and it's kind of crazy. Successful warm-up would be good. Abyssal Edge, that's a wave sword frame. Ooh, that's another wave sword frame. We don't have too many of those. We only have the odd occasion when the exotic sword, Ergo Sun, can drop with that frame, and the sword from the Salvation's Edge Rage, which is called Summon Bonum, I think. I don't know. We have that. So literally not too many with that frame, so that's good to have another one. Not that I would actively use it too much, but, you know, it's an option. But yeah, in terms of the stuff that I was doing yesterday, like, not just in the activity, but also with the Vanguard stuff, I want to check what my Pathfinder's looking like. Okay, there's almost a full chain. There's just final blows from your super ability, bonus progress by defeating opposing guardians. It's basically almost a full tree up all the way on the Vanguard side. I guess partly, barely the way there for Gambit, and barely the way there for, or some of the way there for Crucible.
Anything in particular, Guardian?
And also, it's always nice to get Guardian rank stuff done, because, again, I only made it to rank 10. I never made it to rank 11, though, to be fair. Partway through last season, I lost the motivation to even push myself to rank 11, so I thought, get rank 10 at the very least, and maybe try next time, see if I have enough of the kick to do it, which I'm hoping I do this time around. So, yush. Okay, so, thing I'm going to do first, I mean, aside from getting stuff from the season... Oh, wait, no, actually, there is another thing that I want to do. It does require me shifting some things around in my inventory and my vaults. I'm going to throw you in there. I might just throw Icebreaker in there for now. I don't have your Catalyst yet, so you're not really useful to me at the moment. Do I even have... Oh, I do. I do have a Telesto. Also, I am slowly drinking hot chocolate, so I am going to be taking some small breaks between, you know, just saying things and then, you know, actually doing other things. Whereas there's no... I mean, this is not even a energy, this is a... I'll just take this Warden's Law and infuse it into the Telesto, because this one isn't... Oh, it's a... Never mind, it's a kinetic anyway! I was wrong. Okay. Fun times. Sorry. Trying to think. Why is my door 20? I have no idea why that's 2010 power. When did I infuse something into... Sadly, I can't find anything that does the job aside from this. No, I'm not getting... To be fair, I can just craft another one of these, but I'm pretty sure this is... No. That's an Adept Uzume. That is... Curve 1. Adept Wild Style. I can use either one of these. I'll just take this and infuse it into the Telesto. Okay. Anyway, anyone who has played Destiny 2 in the slightest will know this thing and will fear what it can do. Not in terms of what it can do to enemies, but in terms of what... Oh, I just threw it back into the fucking vault again. But in terms of what it can do to the game itself. And why do I say this? So... Where did I throw you? There you go. Right. This thing, this bastard, this little shit, this is Telesto. For people who don't know it, say hello, because, or actually, don't say hello. It doesn't deserve your greetings, because it is a monster. And the reason why I say this is because on so many occasions, there has been so many occasions where Telesto has been the reason for one thing or another where the game has broken. Where something in the game has broken because of Telesto. And there is just the running joke that, oh, Telesto did it whenever something goes wrong with the game. Or most of the time. Zazel, I literally just said, do not give Telesto your greetings. It doesn't deserve it. Anyway, this fucker is a big reason in a lot of cases why the game breaks on occasion. No one knows why. No one knows if it's because of how the weapon functions in Destiny 2 compared to Destiny 1. Or how it interacts with other things in the game at this point. So, one thing I'm going to quickly do is because, they added a new catalyst perk for this weapon. This weapon already had a catalyst ages ago, but I never finished it. And they added a new perk with this episode. So, I'm thinking to myself, I don't know if this is louder than me. I'm sorry if this is louder than me. I will probably adjust the in-game audio again, just in case. Maybe 3, 4 of everything is better. And don't mind that I died, I was doing that. But yeah, they added the new catalyst perk for Telesto this episode. And I don't know if it could be useful or if it may break the game or do something silly and stupid. But I'm thinking to myself, I may as well get this done now. Otherwise, I'm never going to do it. Because every single time I say to my clan leader or anyone else, oh hey, I need to do this for this weapon, I never do it. So I'm just gonna put it to bed, I'm gonna get this done. Not out of like sheer like, ugh, fine, but more so of a, well, I keep telling myself that I should do this, but then I always forget, so I'm gonna make sure I do it so I don't forget, because it is inevitable that I will forget. And if that sounded like a tongue twister, I'm sorry, but it's also pretty funny. Also, generally speaking, I'm quite surprised how buzzed I am, considering the fact that... Yeah, whenever I normally say that, I subconsciously put it into the eternal bucket list, or my eternal backlog. Regardless of what you call it, it will always end up in there, so I'm actually going to get it done, and then it can stay out of there forever. And rightfully so. Telesto doesn't deserve to hold a space in there. The little bastard. This is just me playfully hating it. I don't hate it. I just don't use it. And also, it's the joke. It's the joke that Telesto causes so many problems. Because it generally kind of does. I'm remembering, there's one standout moment that this weapon has had with one change, and that was how they changed how like super projectiles operate within the Crucible. And because of how those projectiles interacted with Telesto, people would essentially set up walls of Telesto bolts. Like, because normally, unless there's an enemy, like, near them, they won't detonate, they just kind of linger there. And what people would do is that they would... Oh, there's a thing from the, sigil shards from the season. Anyway, they would set up like a wall in like a door that's like normally closed but then opens up when you sort of walk towards it. They would set up like a wall of like Telesto bolts, charges, things, and then anyone who would like fling a super projectile at it would find that, oh, these Telesto bolts, they're indestructible against super projectiles because of that change. And I think they eventually changed it so that it would fix this silly behavior, and that was kind of silly, to be honest. I don't think anyone would have liked to have interacted with that for too much, so glad that they sorted that out somehow. I think. I'm not too sure. They might have sorted it out, they might not have sorted it out. Who knows? Oh yeah, I should probably build your own cover edition. Basically, everyone just got creative with it and somehow found that you can do that. But yeah, no, we're going to get the catalyst sorted because they added a new, like, weird black hole sort of thing for it. And then, once we do that, we'll get onto the real meat and we'll probably hop into a quick run of the Shattered Throne dungeon just to warm up a little bit. Because that thing's easy enough. It's literally the easiest dungeon in the game, even if they have, like, refreshed it for, like... I mean, to be fair, it will be quick. That, like, with how many enemies spawn here, this shouldn't take too long, especially because Telesto is getting all the kills most of the time, except for the exploding engrams. I'll just let myself die. Oh, that's a lot of sigil shards. I should also probably check or have its... Oh yeah, no, like literally 38 kills more and then this will be done. I knew this wouldn't take too long with Telesto because it's kind of stupid against small like groups of like rank and file enemies, but holy crap, I wasn't expecting it to be this quick. So we can get on with a quick dungeon run, and the reason why I say quick is because Shattered Throne is literally the quickest thing ever. Most of the time. Crumbling Scripture, leg armor. Oh, I can do the thing with the seasonal thing and focus leg armor rewards if I wanted to. And I'll explain, or maybe I'll probably explain that in a little bit. Yeah, because, I mean, I do use should a lot, it's just never a certainty. Like, I can say that this is doing a lot of work in that sentence. I will say one thing that was also doing... Oh, scripture, currency and materials. Cool. One thing that has been doing a lot of work in general the past, like, 3 days is the phrase, let me think. Because of all my overtime shifts at work, I had many moments where I was thinking, how should I do this? And every single time I was doing that was like, let me think. Because every so often my brain would sort of like kind of pause in a way on trying to figure out what the hell I should do. Especially with like trying to arrange shelves and put things in and whatnot. Kind of a mad one, really. Some special ammo would be nice. Is it going to be the wizards again? The wizards are here again. Sorry, I got to see about a wizard. Did they drop any ammo? They did not drop any. They did. They dropped a special. Oh, they dropped 2 special bricks. Oh, and it's done. And now we just slot it. Oh wait, that's the wrong weapon. And now we just slot it in. Harbinger's Sieve. Alright, so... Amorphous Scripture altered... What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh! Okay, that's cool. Is it? So it is primed. Do I have to... Oh, it's on kill. It... Okay, right. Unless it's on hit. Okay, so I've done that now. We can go back to the go back to orbit. I should probably actually read. So. Oh, it's on the next direct hit. Right. It's not on a kill. It's not on a shot. It's on a direct hit. Okay, cool. Right. So now that we know, now we've got that out of the way. I wish I got this ornament though. This ornament's sick. I love it. It looks so cool. Anyway, we think lost signal. Indebted kindness. No, wait, no, not indebted kindness. Actually, Zelly's main. It kind of keeps giving me dialogue from stuff, even though I'm in the orbit and not in an activity. Yeah, no, honestly, like, I'm surprised with how fairly buzzed I am, in a sense, because of how, like, intense and exhausting the past few days of overtime have been for work, but... But yeah, no, things went pretty well. Also, one thing I'm pretty happy about. So, if you remember, back at the end of October, beginning of November, there was the first open beta for Monster Hunter Wilds, which, of course, releases towards the end of this month. I can't fucking wait for it. The one thing that became glaringly apparent, one, an SSD was very necessary, and that was the reason why I got the one that I use for my project now. And two, I would need probably more powerful components, like a more powerful GPU, more powerful CPU, and so on and so forth, to even come close to running, like, average speeds on the game. Capcom essentially looked at the feedback everyone was giving and said, oh, well, we see you have a problem there, so we're going to work overtime on trying to make sure that the game is more performant on lower-end devices and whatnot. And yesterday, they released the benchmark, so you could, like, benchmark your system for Monster Hunter Wilds and see how well it would run when the game releases. And here's the thing, like, bearing in mind, back when that beta was running, my piece, I'd say regular overtime. I wouldn't say crunch levels of overtime, I don't think. I don't know what goes on behind closed doors at Capcom, I wish I knew. But, yeah, no, bearing in mind, back in October or November, even on low settings, the game was very unstable, though I would attribute that to the game being very unoptimized for one part, and also not having the SSD at the time. But, like, even on low settings, it was running like shit, but having tried out the benchmark earlier, they cooked. I don't know how else to say it. They cooked. They honestly cooked. Oh, I didn't... What the fuck? I wasn't expecting that to happen. Anyway, they managed, like the benchmark ran on medium. So it was already running at settings a degree higher than the lowest I was trying, than the low settings I was trying back during the open beta the first time round, and it was still running like shit. medium settings runs at an average of 50 frames per second, which, yeah, I know, they cook like I just got cooked, which is annoying. I don't expect that to happen to me normally when I run this, but I guess, in a way, focusing on trying to express my point about how surprised I am with the improvements they've made over the original build. Like, it's incredible. It's incredible what optimization can do. This is why normally when I'm streaming game dev or I talk about games that are like, you know, this could be better if it was actually optimized, or if most Unreal Engine games were properly optimized. Like, this is the reason why I preach it, because it's like, wow, look at how much more accessible that game just became for people who may not necessarily be able to afford high-end systems at the moment, or be able to upgrade their PC because they're tight on money, or things are not necessarily available to them right now. It became so much more accessible for them. And honestly, that's the thing I like. Because you shouldn't... Oh, what the fuck? That never happened before! Like, but yeah, it shouldn't always have to depend on, like, a very high-end system that runs at, like, games at ultra settings, or, you know, machines specifically built for that kind of crap. You should, at the very least, try and make it accessible for almost everyone, rather than just trying to restrict it to, like, the given few that have money bleeding out their ears and shitting out their ass. And I'm sorry if that's very vivid for you, chat, and people watching back, but I'm trying to illustrate a point. Like, my system is okay. My system is good. I've had it for 5 years, or I've had these parts for almost 5 years, but I would say that they definitely show their age, especially when it's, like, running games that have been made within the last few years, or games that have had, like, major graphical overhauls within the past few years. It's like, wow, it's almost like I'm talking about Destiny 2 as one of the examples of that, when Beyond Light released, and it essentially fucked up things with graphics drivers, and I had to roll things back. But anyway, like, as I said, like, my computer definitely shows its age, honestly. It does show its age, which, it's kind of sad, and I haven't been able to upgrade absolutely everything of it yet. Though I'm hoping if I'm able to, like, either get more hours or find a job with more hours, then I can actually start putting money towards upgrading this and making it 100 times better than it already is. You know, especially if I was to get, like, either one of the recent generations of GPUs or CPUs, or, you know, the absolute up-to-date, like, generation of GPUs and CPUs. You know, along with some other, like, changes to, like, the cooling and the fans and such, because I feel like there definitely needs to be some improvements of it. Even though it does its job, it does its job well. Like, I've always, like, been contemplating, like, having an AIO instead of, like, fan cooling, or just a regular, like, CPU fan. Like, an AIO might be a good investment, because my brother has an AIO for his PC, and I think it does pretty well with it. So, okay, there. I mean, that's one thing. But yeah, no, getting an AIO, getting a better GPU or CPU, or both, definitely both. Both would definitely be helpful, because I don't want to bottleneck it. A new power supply to possibly compensate for the kind of GPU that I eventually get, because, I definitely need a more powerful one. Like, one with higher capacity. An extra stick of RAM, because at the moment, because of the absolutely ridiculous size of the of my CPU cooler, I can only fit 3 sticks of RAM in. I can't fit in, like, a stick of RAM into the 4th slot, because the fan itself blocks access to that slot, and would essentially, like, push into it if I even tried to slot it in. So, that's essentially an impossibility right now. And also, in general, like, not just, like, being able to slot in the 4th RAM stick, but also having RAM sticks that just generally have more RAM available to them in general would be pretty sick too. Because, you know, you can never use too much RAM when you're trying to slum it out as a streamer slash game dev who's also working a part-time job. So yeah, a lot more RAM would definitely be very helpful. Yeah, there's a lot that I plan on, like, bolstering this PC with. Probably a new case at some point as well, because I've had this case for almost 5 years as well. And I definitely could get something, like, it's sleek enough, but I definitely could get something that's a little sleeker, if that makes sense. Like, there's definitely better options available for me. Can you stop moving? Thank you. But yeah, oh yeah, now that I don't have overtime shifts until next week again, I can actually take some time and practice juggling. Now, there is a reason for this, and I'm going to explain in just a moment. I will explain, just humor me for a moment. If you know me personally, you know this about me, but, in case you don't know me personally, which is, you know, most likely, for the longest time in my life, like, as mostly a hobby, possibly, like, at one point, once tried to consider it, like, for a future, but didn't do it, because I suppose I didn't have, maybe, yeah, no, it's, but, yeah, no, used to play tennis very actively. I don't play it as much as I used to, which is kind of sad, but the one thing that I do lament, having not played tennis for a long time, is the ever-dwindling hand-eye coordination. And I do notice that my aim with things used to be a lot better. It used to be a lot sharper, a lot more precise. But because of, I guess, like, the lack of having an activity which requires me to have, like, a bit of a precision in terms of, like, how I make shots and whatnot, caused that to sort of, like, dwindle ever so slightly. And the thing I hear is that, oh hey, juggling is also a good way to learn, or to improve your hand-eye coordination. And, like, originally it was suggested to me by friends as a joke, I feel, and then I looked it up, and then it was like, oh, it actually does have the benefits for your hand-eye coordination if you practice it enough. So I looked up a video on how to do it, because bearing in mind, I've always been a bit cack-handed with juggling. I've never, like, whenever I've quote-unquote tried to juggle, never been the best at it, so, it's, I guess it's a process, so, the clown propaganda has claimed another, listen, okay, I may act silly, but I'm not a clown, nor am I the entire circus. And maybe it is the clown propaganda. Maybe they are trying to lie to me and say, you know, you can improve your hand-eye coordination and your aim. And maybe I fell for that hook, line, and sinker, but at the same time, if it's a way to, you know, from what I'm hearing, it sounds like you're working. Listen. I don't have much of a defense, but at the same time, I'm not running away to join the circus. Could you imagine that? Just gonna wait for this guy to get over. He's not gonna go over there. He's gonna go around the other side. Right, that was I'm trying to listen, but the sound of your... You! That was uncalled for. Good, but that was uncalled for. Hello, Toland. I missed. Can you make it over there? Yeah, I hit him. I don't know, he's not dead. But yeah, no, I am gonna, like, try and practice it every so often. And try and, like, keep up with my hand-eye coordination. Because if I can actually do that, like, improve it again, then hopefully in terms of, like, not just this game, but other games in general, which very much require me to have a good sense of, like, hand-eye coordination for aim, I could definitely do a lot better. Yeah, because normally I would have, like, had a better guess for that shot, but, see, I knew that time because I missed the first one, and the first one was a bit too high, but normally I'm a bit more precise with those, so I do lament the loss of my hand-eye coordination. I'd also say maybe my dwindling eyesight might be partly to blame as well. Who knows? Screw you, I'm throwing this. Because if I let him do that, then he's just gonna push me away, and then I'm going to die. And that normally happens more often than not with Taken Ogres. They suck. Hate them. I've always hated Taken Ogres. Taken Phalanxes I can kind of deal with. But Taken Ogres are the absolute worst, and I hate them. So... So I'm going to change the siphon so it's... I'm going to remove ashes to assets, and I'm going to put on stasis siphon so I can get... So I can just quickly farm orbs with the grenade launcher. Just watch as enemies walk on in and then slowly give me orbs. But then occasionally, you know, just throw a grenade down. And I'll get it back quickly because, like, I think... I don't know, I think it's one of my aspects that I have on my prismatic build that, like, I think it's, like, either just general special weapon kills or special weapon kills while I have, like, Devour or any, like, subclass buff active gives me my grenade back. So, or grenade energy back. I should probably double check, because it's been months since I built this, or made this build, since the start of the last episode. So... And the reason why I'm so, like, gung-ho about getting the super pack is that I'd rather have it for the upcoming boss. It just speeds it up so much. Also, generally, from my attempts at running the Vesper's Host dungeon solo, especially for, like, the second encounter, having this weapon with, orb generation just makes trying to get set up for, like, damage phases and whatnot very easy, which I'm very happy with. Not for the final encounter, though. The final encounter is a bit of a special story. The final encounter is a bit of a special case of that dungeon, but maybe I'll attempt to solo it on stream again at some point. Who knows, maybe I'll make a stream where I actually manage to solo it, like, the entire way through, rather than, like, do 2 encounters in one instance and then have to stop and then continue trying to learn the final encounter in another instance, because in order to actually get the triumph for completing the dungeon solo or solo flawless or whatnot, you have to do it within a single sitting, like, without returning to orbit. You have to complete the entire thing solo. Fun fact, I'm currently committing a sin. What do you consider a sin? Or what do you think people would consider a sin that other people may not be considering a sin? I'm sorry if that sounded confusing, but what are you doing is my main question. I do love this grenade frame. I do love this grenade launcher, though. I love the aerial denial frames. Like, they may not be the best, like, damage-wise. Not a religious one, don't worry about it too much for now. Say, it would have been fine until you said for now. Now I'm concerned. Now I'm very concerned. I'm very concerned now. You've made me concerned, Zazel. To be fair, once I kill the boss, then I can check what the hell my aspects and fragment... Or, it's not the aspects. I know what the aspects do. It's the fragments that I'm concerned about. Because I think it's one of the fragments that helped me with my grenade regen. I am aware of the effect that I have on people. At least you're aware of it. At least you know how concerned I get whenever you do a thing. And I don't know if I mean it in like the caring kind of way or the oh god I fear what you have done kind of way. It might be both. You know? To be fair, I'm pretty sure I have this kind of discussion with with my D&D group at least once every session where we're like, oh god, what have you done? Like, it happens at least once, and most of the time it happens more than once. If there is ever a session where it only happens once or it doesn't happen at all, then I fear something's already gone wrong. And that somehow my group has been replaced by some kind of creepy abomination that feeds on my dreams or something. And done! I almost died, but I didn't die because I'm good. Yeah! Right, let's go to the Tome of One, because I want to activate another ritual. Let's see what I can do. That is... Oh yeah, this thing. What is... This scripture will provide the single reward. Consume to conjure one of the following rewards, determined by the conjoined scripture's type. Weapon scriptures provide an ascendant alloy. Armor scriptures provide an ascendant shard. Currency scriptures provide an exotic engram. But can we not make an exotic cipher? Ah. Right. We'll do it for leg armor.
Respite at last.
Oh yeah, I remember now. I was going slice and hatchling, slice. It gave me slice and hatchling again. Anyway, so it's defeating targets with kinetic weapons grants you bonus transcendence energy. You avoid grenades. Your arc, solar, and void abilities do increased damage to targets afflicted with darkness debuffs. Or it's something that I have. Either that's one of my mods. Firepower. Power of melee damage reduces grenade cooldown. I know that. That's connect scavenger. I don't know what the fuck is happening then. Unless it's oh well. Anyway, we keep going because this dungeon won't complete itself. Also get this bounty because it gives me armor synthesis stuff, and I can grab another one for the dungeons and raids. I can never remember one thing that I want to work on, you know, before like things eventually bite the dust with this game, depending on when that happens, if that happens, is like getting some of the titles that I haven't gotten, like stuff for the Dreaming City, stuff for the Last Wish raid, stuff for the other raids and whatnot, and the dungeons and everything. I have not gotten any title for any dungeon, which is kind of crazy, and I really should do that at some point. I'm so confused. Is it... I mean, maybe at some point I'll make a habit of doing streams on Destiny 2 where my main focus is trying to get the triumphs and the seals and stuff. Because, you know, that could be something I could do. If I so wanted to actually get into the business of doing that mostly on streams, but then again, they would be break stream things rather than, you know, a regular stream thing. And even then, that would be dependent on whether or not I want that in the rotation at the time, or if I want to focus on doing something else or trying something else. Who knows? But, you know, ideas. Ideas for the future, perhaps. I will say, though, working full-time hours, when I, like, because I don't normally do full-time hours, like, I do a 4-hour day on a Saturday and a 6-hour day on a Sunday, or a total of 10 hours a week. If I had, like, permanent full-time hours, I could get used to it. Because at the very least, I would get a 1-hour lunch break and 2 15-minute breaks, and a 1-hour lunch break is honestly a game changer, because on a Sunday, which is when I have my 6-hour shift, I normally just have a half-hour lunch break, and that normally just gives me time to go out, get lunch, get back, and then just sort of sit for a little while I wait for, you know, that break to end, and I have to go back to working the shop floor. But having a 1-hour lunch break means I can go and get my lunch, I can go for a walk, I can do some other bits. I can maybe play 1 or 2 matches on Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel for one, if I so wish to do that. And that's a crazy thing that I'd be able to do if I actually worked full-time. And not the kind of full-time that expects you to work until ass hours in the evening, just until like 5 or so. That's what I wouldn't mind doing that. Because then an hour lunch break would give me time to just sort of slow down for a bit. is something that I did kind of appreciate the past few days. But yeah, no, this boss is easy. Easy enough for the most part. Where are the other two bastards? And done. Because that dungeon is easy as piss. Oh, those boots were sent to the postmaster. That's annoying. Also, everything generally just drops at 2010 power now. I'm guessing because 2010 power is just the power limit instead of the pinnacle limit now. So that's kind of weird to think about. I'm just going to throw Opera onto the side and then quickly go into the item manager so I can grab my little thing from the... Yep, there we go. Why did I tried dragging it from... What do you mean you can't move that item off this character? It's on this character! Frustrating. Anyway, that took about 28 minutes. Like I said, it really doesn't take... Check DMs. What have you done? It's called... I'm sorry, Tom, because I think it's... I'm crying out loud. Oh, no. You... Oh, I never did this thing. I don't need this anymore. You're done. That was... I see what you mean. I had clown hair pulled up in my other tab for the... And you didn't give me the clown wig. You made my hair the clown hair. That was different though. Gosh. I was using paint, my option. Yeah, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. Committing sins on a budget. Right. Sober consumer of brain. Okay. So ad break starts in a few minutes. Where is the culprit? There it is. Right, that's one pinnacle thing that can go into my boots. Now. The next thing I do want to do is do stuff in the seasonal activity. But then there's other options to consider. Spire of the Watcher is the other pinnacle dungeon, which means I'd have to complete that all the way through to get a pinnacle. Yeah, you managed to get it before the ad break. There's also doing this, but that just gives me a deep sight weapon. Though, to be fair, I could do that and actually... Like, I could do that eventually and get the other red borders for the anniversary weapons. It keeps saying there's a thing on Nessus when there really isn't a thing. Then there's the Pathfinders as well. And then there's... To be fair, that's an exotic class item for Dual Destiny. And then there's Pinnacle Gear in the... Like, the replays of the campaign missions, but on multiplayer. But with multiplayer. Because, you know... And then there's other stuff regarding, like, Kel's Fall, that's, like, complete that on expert difficulty as a pinnacle. That's just powerful gear rather than pinnacle, which is not that helpful. Anyway, the ad break is starting. I'm going to throw up the sign, and I will see you all in a few minutes. So I'll be right back.
Your system may be faulty. Suggest diagnostic to check for any compromise in programming. System diagnostic complete. This unit functioning at 98.3% optimum performance.
Right. And we're back. Right. So we're just gonna hop in straight into the episode activity and just get that done. It's called the Nether. I've already made a joke with here and other people about, oh, I'm playing Minecraft. I also forgot to remove the sign. I thought I clicked on the thing to remove the sign. Silly me. Anyway. The main reason I'm hopping into this, aside from getting like episodic weapons and whatnot, is also because I need to complete one full run of the activity to get a pinnacle drop, and I don't know if this will just be the only one that it does, or if there's like more pinnacle drops after that for additional like completions and whatnot. But we're just doing this. The thing that makes me happy about this activity is that it takes us back to the Dreadnought, which was a location in Destiny 1, but of course it's different from how it used to look. And I'll slowly unlock these things too. The Guardians of them. Like we've moved to the Nether. Most people wouldn't even get that. But the whole point for the activity is for it to be a lot difficult than most, because health is meant to be a resource that's carefully managed rather than just, being able to heal it off too quickly. Which is why my normal healing stuff doesn't really work here. And you have to rely more so on the little healing orbs that drop from enemies. Although, sometimes the healing orbs don't do that well. How? Huh. Herald of the Sky. I mean, it is kind of true. Like, the healing orbs don't do too much sometimes. And also because of the voice actor strikes and whatnot, there are some lines of dialogue which don't have, actual voice lines recorded for it because they were because the strike was ongoing at the time of them developing it. So, oh boy. They do their best, you ungrateful god. If they did... See, that just makes it worse if I say if they did better, then I wouldn't complain so much. I know, it's terrible. Really? Jesus. What is that? Classical recharge. Ah. Where did they go? Oh, they're in there. Never mind. Fire boons. Oh, that's a seasonal challenge. Cool beans. Cool stuff. Cool stuff. To be fair, I may as well claim that so I can just... They gave me a Curio of the 9. The 9 do not wish to reveal the purpose for seeking your favor yet. So that's interesting. I wonder if it'll be to do with a thing for maybe. I don't know. I doubt anyone, like, in the Destiny 2 community or anything will actually know what the Curio of the 9 does yet, because the episode only started yesterday. And apparently this can't be reclaimed once you get rid of it. So if you discard it, then it just can't be gotten back again. Which means that it has to be very important for a thing. Have a funny out of context moment and a funny laugh in one something tells me you got a... Something tells me you're at it again. So we've got solar damage taken, solar wave on slide, solar wave. Something tells me it'll be the one this way. Thought so. This is the Hall of Souls.
Not anymore. She's dead. That's all.
I don't know.
See, that's the thing, Thunderguns. We try to distract ourselves.
I thought so.
We're all alone.
I knew it was a clip. It was bound to be one. It had to happen. Oh boy, where is people? Oh, I probably shouldn't have gone off by myself, to be fair. That was my fault. Oh, he's being a gremlin going underground for loot. The fun thing I always kind of like think to myself here is that, oh, I just ran King's Fall last week. I was here last week. But it didn't look like everything was being peeled, you know, from inside itself. Hold on a moment. Right, sorry about that.
You smell that? Sterile neutrinos. A virgin pulse firing up.
Oh boy. I know it's difficult to prioritize things when... Oh boy. No, god damn it! I was gonna say that's ridiculously close. Well, I'll be up now. Good luck with the stream. Thank you so much, and thanks for stopping by. Have a good rest of your night. Right, finishing heal acquired. Should be decent. Also, it's kind of weird hearing, like, Witch Queen music play in the Dreadnought. way I see it is that you can tell whether or not people remember things in the Dreadnought if they don't remember if they can or cannot remember where the weapon systems are in this area. Because in Destiny 1, in one of the missions in the Taken King campaign, which was, you know, where this place first appeared, you basically had to go here, the middle room, and that other room to disable the Dreadnought's weapon by destroying its weapon systems and whatnot. And I think it's pretty neat that, like, for this little bit of the Nether, it's in the same place. And once, like, although, like, how you access them is very different, it still essentially proceeds the same way. You destroy the taken orbs in the middle, and then, you know, you destroy the weapon system and have done with it. Herald of the Weapon. Oh, wait, I almost jumped straight off! I'm stuck! Why am I stuck? Where are you? There you are. There we go. Right, so creates a healing burst when a class ability is used. And we go over this way. Okay, it's always the trenchway. It always ends at the trenchway. Or, not always, but most of the time it does.
Not my community. There's no use putting my life on the line for it. I'd envy you if you weren't so gullible. Justice. Does
We know you're
justice
going through
really
shit,
find
Drifter, but holy shit.
No. Never does.
Oh no, get me out of here, get me out of here! I knew I was gonna die to that as soon as that happened. Fuck's sake. Oop. Really? Oh. There we go. Wait, is that a... Oh. Oh, not good. Okay, oh, whoops. But now that has to make me wonder how other, like, methods of healing, like, from certain weapons does. Right. It's time to get this run done. Just gonna grab this. Oh, I love hearing the song. To be fair, I just love hearing anything from the Taken King. Do, 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 do. Oh, shit! Leave me alone! Whoa, no! Honestly, I still find it kind of terrifying to be grabbed by a tormentor when you're in a situation where it can kill you. No, not again! Seriously! Oh shit, I don't know if bipedal lobster... Never mind, he lived. God, hearing that music is always intense.
What do you want? Some kind of sappy confession? I don't do those. I'm not gonna say she made me a better person. That wasn't on her. I am who I am, and I sure as hell ain't gonna say she's in a better place. She fought to live. I saw it in her eyes. She trusted me, and I failed her. That's it. She's dead. And I'm done talking.
Yeah, no, Drifter really isn't taking anything that well. Fuck. Brother is not doing okay. He really is not doing okay. It took a bit, but we got the pinnacle done for that. Now here's the check. It gave us a fuck ton of items again, honestly, but activate a ritual of desire with an exotic amorphous scripture by using the Tome of Want, then complete an active ritual. That's a lot of text that overfills on the screen. Right. Oh yeah, I forgot I got that. Right. I'm gonna go to Lost City, one, because I want to go to Eris's apartment, and two, just to check the postmaster while I'm here. So, I'm gonna quickly swing on by. Gosh. Oh, hi, failsafe. It's another... Damn it, it's another pair of boots. Really? Ah, that's so frustrating. Also, there's so many things cluttering up the postmaster, so I'm going to get rid of all of them. Or, all of them, or like most of them, but still. The problem with getting attached to people is deleted without sending. There's never been anyone like her. Never will be again. Deleted without sending. Hey hero, you know about this stuff, right? Deleted without sending. Hey, you think any of those eggs have hatched yet? For all the times I've watched people move on out of my life, never wished so hard to go with them. Knowing what she'd want don't make it doable. A howl of utmost anguish. What do I do? Deleted without sending. Outbox 0. Trash 150. Brother, Drifter is just not doing okay, like, at all. Fuck. Fuck, man. Gosh. So now we've got Maligned Harvest. Horde Shuttle. Nobel. Dreadful Finisher. Right. Okay. Now we've got that sorted. Let's see what else there is to target on the docket for the pathfinding stuff. I mean, there's doing stuff with the super, the strand ability final blows from machine guns. Just to be fair, I can take this new thing out for a spin, even though it won't be too different from, you know, what I've used previously, but... I do like the look of this thing. Target lock and overflow, which actually might be a good role for this. Probably not the best, but it's probably still fairly decent. But we'll go for we'll do Vanguard stuff now, because we've got Pinnacle stuff that we need to chase for the Pathfinder, and I also need to do Nightfall stuff. Nightfall score stuff for Pinnacle drops. Oh, wait, it's... Fucking, what's it called?
Guardian, my forces report that Shadow
The strike,
Legion
it's
units are shifting their
fucking...
attention to the Cloud Ark.
It's the one that they added with Lightfall. I can't remember its name, but...
But I bet those Vex punks are also poking too close to the city's internals.
Hypernet Current, that's the one, that's the one. Aha! Thank you, Nightbot. Ah, I love when that happens. Honestly, it's been so long since I've done this strike that I forgot its name. Which is not that great now that I think about it. Whew. Meanwhile, I'm going to quickly do this. Oh my god, this motherfucker is gilded dredge intent. What? I fear for this man, woman, or person's sanity.
A taken blight? The Shadow Legion are being taken into that Vex pocket.
Uses similar gateways to the Cloud
God.
Ark, which means they could infiltrate the network and gain access to the Veil.
Taken are relentless, especially under the Witness's control. We need to get in there and stop them.
God, I wish... One thing that annoys me about me clearing my throat very often is that it always feels like there's, like, phlegm or, like, snotty stuff at the back. And that's the reason why I do it so often. Dur, 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 dur.
The Vex portal is clear. Let's follow those taken and remove them from the system.
Hey, Guardian? I'm not sure just how much damage these taken can do, but hopefully we can beat them to the punch. The Cloud Ark is built on the energy field produced by the Veil. It's resilient, but not impenetrable. Eventually, it will be impossible. Maybe getting rid of whatever is at the center of this will also help our Vex problem. Maybe.
And I can't remember how good this Nightfall is in terms of, like, easily getting the 200k score for the...
Be a way to destroy these planets. We can't let more of them form.
I'm just gonna go across here. This is literally the easiest thing. Gosh, I wish it would stop. Jesus. Is it because that person's still over there? This... Like, surely this next bit should have started just from getting here. Like, I really hope it's not a case of the fact that this person being behind is causing stuff. Like, this doesn't normally happen. It's just like watching paint. Oh. Oh my god, finally.
They're fitting allies for Callus, investing in the space they're found in. If we'd waited any longer, this would have been much worse. Yeah. I don't even want to think about that.
gosh. Oh, crying out loud, really? That's kind of annoying. Well, I say kind of, more like pretty annoying. What I was trying to sort out was that annoying champion. Right.
This is the access point. Let's get rid of that taken before it opens a path into the Cloud Arc.
Gosh. Right. Oh. Oh, never mind. That quickly vanished. Oh. Really? Really? Damn, a revive would have been nice, but never mind.
And we're back in business. Defenses are back up and taken or cleared out.
I mean, he said blue combinations. There's only green. So I don't know how he expects blue. Though then again, I think green also works for the purpose of that one Guardian rank thing. In terms of there's complete the side quest via Sloane's dossier linked to episode Heresy's first act, Echoed Warnings. Acquire permanent scriptures and receive ritual rewards to gain the ability to create crumbling scriptures within the Tome of Want. Acquire any type of boon during Never runs. Complete the Never activity on Expert. Spend runes to buy armament in Court of Blades. I don't know when that happens. In Nightfalls, defeat Bane-empowered combatants. Which means I'm assuming that's on the higher difficulties for Nightfalls. Knowing this game. King's Wings entrance. Ooh, that's cool. That's cool. Resolute command. I am in control. Pelora Shell. Ooh. Sorry, I'm just taking a look at Navigator's Raiment. I wonder if I can make something cool with this. This is the ornament for the exotic. Oh, that's... I actually do like the look of that. That's actually pretty cool. Also, ad break starts in about a minute. I'm sorry. I'm not feeling the helmet so much. Endling Seek. I wonder what the Navigator's Crown. Okay, I like that a little bit more than the other ornament that we get for the helmet. Oh, that ship looks pretty sick, honestly. I just like looking at some of the previews for the rewards we can get. This is Dreadful Symmetry. Not sure about this, but I'll have to see it more in application. Anyway, ad break is happening. I will be right back. Right, and we're back. Okay, we're able to claim this one Pathfinder path, at the very least. Which gives us an engram that was sent to the postmaster. For fuck's sake. Because of all this stuff clogging my inventory. Right, we gotta go back to the tower and find out what the hell that even was, or what the hell we even got. Hmm. Now, despite how, like, wrong my previous attempt at a day one went, either concerning the dungeon or concerning the Salvation's Edge raid, I do want to at least give the new day one dungeon a go, either on stream or off stream, and either with the clan or without the clan, I don't know, but... Right. I swear to God, if it gives me another pair of boots, I'm gonna riot. Okay, cool. The fuck Boondoggle? The fuck kind of name is that? Oh, this just looks like a non-exotic version of the Huckleberry. At the very least, it's a weapon that I can infuse into one of my things instead of another pair of boots. I'm looking at you.
Hi again. Confirmed.
Right.
All done, all done.
Okay, and at the very least, one, that means if I wanted to just run on the Pathfinder for the Vanguard again, then I can do that. Because, you know, that's always an option just to get another free pinnacle. And two, I still need to get that last, roughly 50k or so to get the pinnacle from the Nightfall. Yeah, roughly like 50, 49k or so. So we'll run the Nightfall again. Gosh. Also, I should probably check what games are free on Epic every so often. Oh yeah, that game. I already have it, never mind. Oh yeah, bootleg. There's a game that's gonna be free on the Epic Store tomorrow, and I remember when I was like during a D&D session last week, I was listening to my friend and DM talk about it. They were like, it just looks like bootleg Subnautica, and now I look at the title and I think of the game when I notice it, and I realize this could be bootleg Subnautica.
Guardian, my forces report that Shadow Legion units are shifting their attention to the Cloud Arc. That's likely why Neomuna's defense systems are reading offline, but I bet those Vex punks are also poking too close to the city's internals.
My aim sucks, man! Like I said, hand-eye coordination is something I want to get back. Because I used to have very good aim with hand cannons, believe it or not. You know, despite what my current performance may suggest. One thing I'm gonna note is that I've listened more to the radio in the past few days than I have in years since I was younger. And
Is that a light?
bearing in mind, the only reason I would have ever listened to the radio when I was younger is, like, being in the car with parents and whatnot. And, you know, putting the...
They could infiltrate the network and gain access to the Veil.
like, just having it just play in the background while driving and all that jazz.
Get in there and stop them.
And for the most part, it was like some greatest hits kind of stuff where, like, it was playing, like, old, like, rock and pop and stuff kind of music, rather than, like, modern, like, music. So it's a bit of a different thing. And in a way, I kind of appreciate it, because it wasn't, you know, a potentially bad modern song. Not that, you know, music back in, like, the 70s, 80s, and 90s, and 2000s weren't, you know, capable of being bad, but I don't really have a taste for most modern music, honestly, if I had to be honest. Oh boy. Oh, hi. I saw the bloody legs of the Tormentor as it ran by. Ugh. Now I wanna... Did the champ die? I think it... Oh... Oh, wait. That might be me. Oh, never mind. I'm good.
The Vex portal is clear. Let's follow those taken and remove them from the system.
Oh boy.
Hey, Guardian? I'm not sure just how much damage these taken can do, but hopefully we can beat them to the punch. The Cloud Arc is built on the energy field produced by the Veil. It's resilient, but not impenetrable. A back door wouldn't be impossible. Maybe getting rid of whatever is at the center of this will also help our Vex problem. Maybe.
Oh, gosh. Ah!
Got to be a way to destroy these flights. We can't let more of them fall.
Anyway, back to what I was talking about with, like, the radio thing. Because, like, one of the songs that played on the radio today was, like, In a Rich Man's World by ABBA, and now that song's stuck in my head. Oh, balls, why did I do that? Ah! Is he gonna wait to res me? Thank you. Never mind. What an asshole! Wait, to be fair, considering the damage this does to the overload, it may be a good idea to just keep carrying it. No, are you serious? Fucking god. Ah! Also, there's a single notification on Discord that won't disappear, and it wasn't appearing on my Discord mobile app. And now it's just... Now I've gotten rid of it, but it was still annoying. It wasn't disappearing. Just use a finisher! Why were you not using a finisher?
They're fitting allies for Callus, besting any space they're found in. If we'd waited any longer, this would have been much worse. Yeah. I don't even want to think about that.
Good lord. Are there any more Vex Craniums? Are you... I have already said I hate those Taken Ogres. Absolute worst things ever. Why are they not doing the literal objective? Are they... they're lazy, I swear. Gosh.
This is the access point. Let's get rid of that taken before it opens a path into the Cloud Ark.
Oh, I need to build into that turret build. Somehow I need to find a way to build into it. Oh god damn it, I ended up right where they spawn! Whee! Oh boy. Really? What do you... So frustrating. Gosh. Oh. Cool.
We're back in business. Defenses are back up and taken or cleared out.
Now, what did that give me in terms of a reward? Was it another... No, it wasn't. It was not... Okay, I guess that's better than nothing, but it's not the greatest. Why did I infuse it into this? I meant to infuse it into my... Never mind. Oh wait, no, that wasn't it. It was a bond. It was a bond. Okay, never mind. I'm a bit silly. Right. So we've got another bond. Alright, so I have to do the one and then I have to do the other. Okay, I'm a bit silly. Right. Clean playlist and episodic activities. Right. So that pinnacle was done. So now we've got a whole bunch of stuff along the first row that we've done, which is good. But what we're still missing is really along both of these two end layers. One of them is arc final blows. One of them is void ability. This one is melee final blows. This is grenade ascension. Arc abilities. And then that one's rapid final blows with machine guns. So in a sense, I may as well run the Nightfall again. Because at the very least, there's plenty of enemies in the Nightfall. And hey, it's getting my Vanguard rank up, which means I can get some more pinnacles from that. It was, as well as from other things, like with the clan reputation, which I think I've already put quite a bit into it. Funnily enough, I'd somehow managed to unknowingly, I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, no, I had unknowingly, like, prestiged the, like, the clan reputation stuff, like, five times, 6 times last episode, which is kind of funny. Oh, really? They've already... I'm in an instance that's already started. Why? I prefer if it wasn't one that had already started. This Kelov... I'm assuming that's Kelov Heroes. I might be wrong or I might be right. I'm not too sure. But... Sorry about that. Ooh, bless me.
Is that a Taken Blight? The Shadow Legion are forcing Taken into that Vex pod.
The VexNet uses similar gateways as the Cloud Arc, which means they could infiltrate the network and gain access to the Veil.
Taken are relentless, especially under the Witness's control. We need to get in there and stop them.
Oh shit. Ah! I didn't even notice him.
The Vex portal is clear. Let's follow those Taken and remove them from the system.
Hey, Guardian, I'm not sure just how much damage these tanks can do.
That was sick.
Hopefully we can beat them to the punch. The Cloud Arc is built on the energy field produced by the Veil. It's resilient, but not impenetrable. The back door wouldn't be impossible. Maybe getting rid of whatever is at the center of this will also help our Vex problem. Maybe.
Gosh.
There's got to be a way to destroy these blights. We can't let more of them form.
Really? Oh, one. Ooh, now I realize this is going to be super fucking useful for the GM. Oh, no. Shit! They ain't coming back. Like, I would like to get more of those weapon kills with this thing, so I can get my Pathfinder stuff done. It happened again. It happened again. Game? Hello? I know it took a moment, but it fixed itself the last time this happened, but this is weird. It may be actually the skipping this may cause it to just break. So I wonder if they also skipped it. And it at the very least requires one person to make it through, like, going through the whole loop. Oh, yep, there we go.
And they've still managed to take over this Vex pocket.
They're fitting allies for Callus, infesting any space they're found in. If we'd waited any longer, this would have been much worse.
Yeah. I don't even want to think about that.
I'll get this person's revive. I do it out of the goodness of my own heart. Somewhat. I also do it to be partly spiteful and be like, oh, you didn't revive me, but I revived you. Now you owe me. It's essentially like one of the very few instances where I would do a thing just out of spite. You know, kind of like a little malicious compliance sort of thing.
This is the access point. Let's get rid of that taken before it opens a path into the Cloud Arc.
Oh, God's sake. Apparently I never got these triumphs before. Okay, that guy's Thunder Crash was very choppy and laggy. What the fuck happened there? Ooh, Briar Binds.
And we're back in business. Defenses are back up and taken or cleared out.
One thing I do miss from like the very... Oh, that person definitely got the Star Wars stuff. I mean, the Ghost made it obvious, but Stormtrooper helmet. Oh. There we go. That thing still happens with my other monitor on the odd occasion, where it just sort of like turns off for a moment and then turns back on. I don't know why it happens. Oh. Right. Pathfinder. No! We were this close to greatness. Also, I do want to find, like... Hmm. Right. Sorry about that. I don't know what came over me. Um, we'll do another run of the Nether. Because I feel like this way it will just help speed up the process of doing that thing for the Tome of Want. So we will wait. Shouldn't take too long, but... Also, I fear that Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel might be taking a bit more of a hold on me than I thought it could, with people getting me back into it. So, who knows? Maybe in the near future I actually decide to boot up a stream and say, you know what? Let's stream Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. Who knows? We'll see. We'll see what happens in the near future.
Hit back, killer. Run him down.
Also, the scary thing... I don't think Drifter is actively referred to the Guardian as killer since the days of Forsaken when Cade was killed. Like, when you first meet the Drifter, or when the Drifter was first introduced in the Forsaken expansion, and you were actively doing the campaign, he would just, like refer to you, or I think he would refer to you as killer when you first met him. There's no Gloam Wanderer. Concerning. Right. The enemy is moving against each other. That doesn't seem right. Didn't think we'd be fighting Tyrone the Tormentor so early, but we got it. Minor boons, CQC. Oh! Well, we got the instant thing at the very least for that, Tome of Desire. I'm grabbing the Herald of the Sky, because that's going to be useful. Gonna grab this thingamajiggy, because we need the materials.
Whenever you dust a taken, they get sent back to the Ascended Plane. They come right back to fight again. Only good thing is they couldn't take any more. Now they can. And no one here knows why.
That kind of sucks that we can't go that way, because, For people who don't know, that way, that area there, is the path that you would have taken to fight Oryx in the Taken King campaign. You would have gone through that door, and you would have, you know, gone to fight him in his room, and then he would disappear, just, you know, just in prep for the raid. But, kind of sad we can't go there. Unless we can go there eventually, but I doubt it. Oh, never mind, I'm being pulled. I mean, thank you, game, but... Oh, it also healed me. Cool. That actually kind of worked out in my favor. Coalescence of Deep Sky? What the fuck is that? It doesn't tell me. Brilliant. Oh shit.
You smell that? Sterile neutrinos. A version pulse firing up.
Not good. It was so funny, Outbreak will be starting again, like, about 7 minutes, I'd say. Oh, god damn it! Kinda cooking here. Kinda cooking, chat. Oh gosh. Ouch. Right. Big boss time. Do do. Okay, never mind. He did massive damage. Do not let them sacrifice. Oh. Free me. Right, and round two. So in about 3 minutes, we'll have another ad break. Second to last one of the stream. Create a stasis wave on slide. What does that stack with my solar one, or? I'm gonna get classical healing. That's always helpful. Oh, for don't ask how that happened. I'm just as perplexed as you are. Wait for the markers to lead me astray. There's a memory of Oryx. Wait, but this is Sutherland's. Or is this the? Oh, this is a memory of Sutherland.
years we worked to repair this ancient ship and understand its systems. I am almost too old for the mother jelly. And the Knights who killed our father are surely dying of age.
Here's something big about the Taken. They need someone to tell them what to do. Oryx, the witness. Bet Mara could grab him too, if she wanted. Hell, even I can get a hold of him for Gambit. So, I got a question for you, killer. Who told them to murder Eris?
No, god damn it! And I'm sorry, chat, I can't do anything about the ad break stuff right now. I know you can't hear me, but I'm sorry.
You smell that? Sterile neutrinos. Aversion pulse. Fire enough.
Right. Something tells me that the last of the things is... Knew it. The one thing I remember in relation to Hive Eggs, or Hive Egg Sacs, is how Zavala reacted to it in the base game campaign, way back when D2 released. The fucking disgust in his voice. And it's back from the air brakes. Oh boy!
Heresy wouldn't have wanted you to quit. And she didn't want me to quit either. But she knew me the way I know me. Probably why she said what she said. Keep us
Keep it
strong.
strong.
I don't know if I could have been stronger. I died too. Only difference is that I could wake up to this. You know,
You're the closest thing I've got to a friend.
Ain't that the saddest thing you ever heard?
It's actually kind of depressing that the Drifter looks at the Guardian and thinks they're the closest thing to a friend. Like, that's actually genuinely kind of depressing. Alright, I'm gonna quickly go and... For one, I'm gonna go visit Hawthorne and Zavala to see what pinnacles they may have for me. Because if anything, that will help push things along a little bit. I also get the strongest feeling that we have a lot of shit in the bloody Postmaster again. I swear, this...
Checking for packages.
not too many, but quite... Ambitious Assassin Reservoir Burst.
Please, Guardian. It's busy.
Right. Okay, Zavala, what have you got for us? Probably not too much, but... have something at the very least. Oh yeah, Resounding, that's the... This reminds me of something.
Very good. Ikora and I have our disagreements, but we will always resolve them and be stronger for it.
So a helmet, which we've already got, and boots, which we've already got. Which is kind of frustrating.
Make good use of it.
Vanguard Allegiant. Right, and now... I mean, to be fair, I can't remember if we do get any from...
Cipher is this. There is hope for humanity yet.
Oh yeah, we do from Rahul.
Everything depends on the Vanguard.
We need a centralized city government. Now more than ever.
Ignorance is a privilege. Sometimes an anger
And I know they used a fuck ton of my Ascendant Shards, but I don't care. So an energy weapon, a bond, which we already have, a heavy weapon, which I can, at the very least, infuse into the grenade launcher. That's already gone into the Postmaster. I can infuse this into Zawali's Bane. Get that there.
The city is the first priority.
Oh, if only it weren't mobility, it should have been in discipline or resilience. That's disappointing.
Speak to me not of the darkness. I want no part.
What fucking NPC was that? I could not tell you who was humming there. Gosh. Bring the mic a bit closer to my face.
Ghost, human, exo, awoken, frame, bird. Good call with that one.
Gloves is the only one that I don't have. Oh, speaking of, thank you. Thank you, Hawthorne. You're very helpful. Hi. Right, I'm gonna quickly visit Eris's apartment because... Or Eris's flat because... Well... See if there's anything we can upgrade at the seasonal vendor. Oh, ouch. Right. Oh yeah, her rock. Also, Eris just has a moth here. And a hive, that doesn't surprise me. She was a questionable person. This is Power of Resolve. Sees your current mastery level. I have the sneaking suspicion that, like, while I feel like I have done the story for the week, I feel like completing the primer will actually let me do other things. I don't know. We need to get on with getting the primer finished. So that means back into the Nether again. I'm sorry that this stream mostly turned into just doing runs of the Nether, but it's for a good cause, I think. Run them down. I was about to say, help with part or both sides of this would have been nice. Oh, come on! Whew, right. That was good. I do hate carrying the heavy objects, though. At the very least, this thing doesn't damage like the solar crystals used to. I definitely know it's to do with those damned eggs. Why would he waste Thunder Crash on something that wasn't even the boss? I also don't think there's a way to get rid of corrupted boons, so I'm kind of stuck with needing to be very careful about when I deal elemental damage. Right, let's see. Tome of Want. I need more of the other currency to be able to actually do the other thing. To do the weapons and stuff again. Ah. Like the sigil things, that's what I need more of. Is it through there, or...? Oh, it is! Yeah, I do like going through, like, this little portal area. Into the Ascendant Plane and then back again.
Whenever you dust a taken, they get sent back to the Ascendant Plane. Then, they come right back to fight again. Only good thing is they couldn't take any more. Now they can. And no one here knows why.
We'll find out eventually, most likely. Oh boy. Oh, revive token. These people really forgot the revive tokens. To be fair, I also kind of remember why... things like things feel very like chunky in terms of health. It's because in the Nether, the fucking health values for players, like, as a trade-off for not being able to, you know, heal as effectively as you normally would, health was tripled. Or at the very least, while in the Nether, health is tripled. Ouch! Right. I do kind of wish it would stop pointing out chests I've already gathered. Like, I've already gotten the loot from that chest. Oh, jeez. Oh, no! God, no! Oh, fuck. Oh, damn it. Oh, it's a good thing I didn't use my super. I'm gonna follow the little Toland. Wherever he may lead me. Whoa. Okay, sick. Okay, this one's a little different. There's a specific place in the Dreadnought that this reminds me of.
Here's something big about the taken.
Oh, we're going to the
They
Pounce
need
again.
someone to tell them what to do. Oryx, the witness. Bet Mara could grab him too, if she wanted. Hell, even I could get a hold of him for gambit. So, I got a question for you, killer. Who told them to murder Eris?
Right. Drop that one. Oh, god damn it. But I did the thing. Oh gosh. I'm definitely headed the wrong way. Come on, Toland, I know you're around here somewhere. Fuck's sake, where is it? I need that secret! Good lord. I think that was the last of the eggs. Yeah, it was. Do 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 do. Passion of Endless Horrors. Oh, it's the fucking meatball. Really? Ah. Oh no! Oh, what the fuck? What the hell? What just happened?
Heresy wouldn't have wanted you to quit. And she didn't want me to quit either. But she knew me the way I know me. Probably why she said what she said. Keep us strong. I don't know if I could have been stronger. I died too. Only difference is that I could wake up
There we go.
to this. You know, you're the closest thing I got to a friend. Ain't that the saddest thing you ever heard?
Why is their gear so mismatched? It kind of bugs me. Right. Back to the tower. Once again. Ugh. Also, one thing I'll say that I'm kind of sad about, and this is concerning Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, is that there's a card that I very much like to use in terms of like trying to shut down what like other players do in terms of like trying to summon too much. And it used to be like you used to have be able to have a few, then they reduced it so you could only have one. And now they're adding it to the forbidden list, which fucking sucks. Like, why? Why is it on the forbidden list now? Like, the effects that apply to the other player applies to the person who uses it too.
Hi there. Hi.
But yeah, a little gripe with things happening with Yu-Gi-Oh!
Oh, let me check right away.
Oh, actually, this might be good for a new Briarbines build if I ever get a chance to use it again. I'll keep stuff in mind.
Transfer. It's busy. Goodbye.
Called Sigil Shards. Ah. Okay, currently at 12. I do need more of those fragments.
Fenchurch does the exploring. I make the deals.
Oh, oh Jesus. Let me think. Let me think.
She said she
Is this
wanted to
Pinnacle?
express herself, so
Vox Obscura is Pinnacle. Vault is Pinnacle, of course. And we'll be doing that later on this week with the clan. Hmm. Alright, sorry chat, I'll be right back, just a few moments.
Eververse isn't just a title, it's a promise. Beautiful views up here. Fenchurch does the exploring. I make the deals.
Right. Sorry about that. Back now. The shit with the Tome of Want is honestly bugging me. Like, I think I was getting like a decent, like, drops of the little taken balls that drop the sigils from when I was doing the Catalyst stuff. So I'll head back to the Grasp of Avarice. Just to probably close off things a little bit today. I'll see if there's any other catalysts that I could possibly get done. I didn't do Lord of Wolves. Tommy's Matchbook has been done. Trespasser, Jotun, Cloud Strike, the Manticore, Delicate Tomb. It's quite a few, actually. Quite a few that I could get done. I think. I'll go Delicate Tomb. Or Delicate Tomb. I feel like it'd be good to get this, because this is a decent arc weapon. So I've got the fully masterworked version of it. It has, like, the double perks with Circle of Life and Unrelenting and... Because the most I ever did for, like, most of the previous seasonal, like, exotic catalysts was that I just got the catalyst, like, the ability to actually complete it unlocked and didn't do anything with it. It's kind of poor form now that I think about it, but it was a matter of could I be bothered to do it, and most of the time I couldn't be bothered. And also, I can't remember what the catalyst for this thing does once it's unlocked. Okay, apparently I'm not getting anything dropping, which kind of sucks. Means we're going back to... If I start running the Nether now, then it will take a while and we'll go over, like, you know, the timing for the end of stream. So I think I'm going to call the end of stream now. So to everyone who showed up and to everyone watching things back, whether it's here on Twitch or on YouTube, depending on when you're watching this, thank you ever so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Next stream will be Friday, and depending on how I feel, it will either be returning to Skyward Sword, or if, you know, I feel up to it, I will try and do the contest mode for the dungeon. Who knows? Just have to wait and see. But yeah, again, thank you so much, and as always, I will see you